Watch live TV in 10 seconds. He hurried to the camera lens. Spray with red dye. And this move saved a girl's life.
Yes, who are you? I'm just the man who's trying to keep these people from killing your daughter.
Just last night, the girl was abducted from her home, and at the bedside, found a bunch of balloons left by the killer. Moss realizes that the serial killer Balloon Man has reappeared, because it started 7 years ago. Every year children are kidnapped and killed. The murderer will leave a bunch of balloons at the scene after committing the crime. He's not going to ask the parents for any ransom. Killed within days. Totally a pervert who kills for fun. So far 6 children have died at his hands. Just last night, he reappears. Kidnapped the 7th child. Parents want to find their daughter as soon as possible. Invite reporters. I hope I can ask the murderer to spare my daughter on TV. But Morse thinks this will accelerate the death of the child. He analyzed 7 years. All the children kidnapped by the Balloon Man. Only 3 of the remains were found by the police. After forensic identification it was learned that the children died in half a day. 1 day and 2 days. And this, just as parents' exposure in the media. Proportional to that is to say, when the killer saw his parents humbly pleading for mercy on TV, more able to stimulate his desire to kill. The girl's father is deeply shocked by the detective's reasoning. But then Morse said to everyone, now the biggest suspect is actually the father, because he's not telling the truth.
I told you everything. If everything includes one very big lie.
Since my mother worked overtime at the company last night, the father claims that after the child slept, went to the store and bought a bottle of wine. That's the moment the murderer took the child. Strange thing is, and Morse noticed that the label had been affixed to the bottom of the bottle. Obviously it doesn't meet the store's sales rules. For customers to see the price more intuitively, the salesperson usually sticks it to the bottle. This means that the wine was not bought last night. To hide something, he put a new label on an old bottle of wine, then lied about going to the convenience store to buy wine. Actually went somewhere else. And it's on a man's phone. Found a call log from 9:40 last night. This is exactly when he lied about going out to buy wine. Talk time is only 15 seconds. Apparently called out of the house by a friend. More accurately his lover. Because that's the only reason. Let him be at the critical moment of his daughter's life and death. Still hiding the truth. My father was dumbfounded.
When Sarah and I were separated, I dated a coworker. She called me last night, said she was in the neighborhood and needed to see me, but I swear, I only went out to tell her that she had to stay away for good.
How could you not say anything?
Where did you meet her?
Soon the father's ex-girlfriend was brought in for interrogation. Sure enough, I got a clue from her. Yesterday she finished calling a man on the side of the road. Just waiting. A car runs a red light at high speed. It is very likely that after the murderer kidnapped the girl, had to run a red light while fleeing the scene, and it was too dark. The woman only remembers it was a brown car.